And welcome to another edition of the Aloha Deep Dive Podcast. We are broadcasting today from I'm trying to remember, it's not EDM.
What is the name
What's the name of
the home builders
show?
and remodelers.
HBR.
HBR.
Why is it EDM, man? I was
We used
way
to be
off.
the HBA, but now it's the HB&R, the Home Builders and Remodelers. It
That's
used to
what
be
we're hearing.
the Home Builders Association, which for me it still is, which was I when it's a kid.
Right.
So, but no, it's HB&R.
So I'm John Watts with Brad Cook, and along today we have
Jennifer Hayes, the
Of course.
sales superstar from the O'Fallon Aloha location, and we have Mike Lippert from Liese Lumber. And
All right.
I understand, Mike, that Liese Lumber is like a 150-year-old company. Is that right?
1872.
That's crazy.
You don't look like the
150
founder. I make that
154
every
years.
time. The same joke.
I'm the fourth generation.
Nice.
Okay. Wow.
So yes, 4 years after Civil War, Liese Lumber, Belleville, and
Wow.
here we are.
So, let's go back. Let's stay back there a little bit. Do you know enough about the
Yeah,
legacy?
I'm the guy that you would come to for the pictures and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I know that at that time you were getting paid 11 to 12 cents an hour.
Right.
We've got pictures of checks that were wrote. And I have a check from 1898. Old pictures, horse and buggies. My grandfather, who lived to almost 98, I worked with until I was about in my 40s. So he was born in 1918. So some of the stories
Okay.
that
Wow.
he would tell are phenomenal. And obviously he was there when they were still doing horse and buggy. And his father, Oscar Lippert. So my grandfather had a brother, and so we've been family going for a long time.
And your grandfather was second generation.
Second,
Is that right?
Grandpa was World War II, Omaha Beach. So a lot of history with the lumberyard.
Man,
Yeah,
I know you got to be proud of that.
it very, very,
Yeah,
very.
I don't blame you, man. That's good. And in a world where the internet and the large box stores, you guys are still killing it.
Trying.
So that's great. Right, right. Well, it gives you a reason to wake up every day and just like us, go out and scrap and try to do
It's
our
fun.
best. And
It is. I like meeting new people. It's to me, it's exciting every day. You never know what's going to come.
Mike, do you ever go to the International Builder Show, Home Builder Show?
I personally have never. I keep telling myself we're going to. After this is my 43rd year already at the lumberyard. I was 13 years old, so you would think somewhere along the line I would have made the trip, but not yet. Maybe next year to Vegas.
I've been there.
That's
it's
it.
actually a really great show.
It's interesting. Yeah, it just ended.
Tampa this year.
Yeah, it was. I thought Orlando or Tampa,
Yeah.
somewhere down there this year. Yeah, and it's seldom that that show makes it to this side of the world. So yeah, and it's typically in Vegas. And
We're in Vegas next month.
Oh,
You'll walk. Oh, for what? What are you in Vegas for next month?
We'll be in Vegas for Sammy Hagar.
Oh,
The Sammy
it's not
Hagar
wood
could-
related.
No, nothing
he's
about
the biggest
wood.
fan. I think you might
Much
be his
better.
#1 fan. I mean, you and Kathy, yeah.
Nothing to do with banquets or
So with the products, do you basically, is it strictly lumber, buy and sell lumber,
No,
or tell me about what else you do?
Liese Lumber. The amount of different products we sell are siding, windows, doors, base. Obviously, we could shell your house. The timber trusses. We're big into the big beams. We have cedar and fir, 14 by 12, 38 feet long. We can make the beautiful cedar timber trusses that you see nowadays.
Right.
So we've got 2 mills. We employ carpenters, union carpenters, and Teamster drivers. So we're a union yard.
Really? Yeah. And so, and that you said the cedar beams. That's the thing nowadays, I guess. I mean, is that
We've
is
had
that what's
them a
going
long
on?
time. Yes, it's a big item for us
Right.
because of the mills. Anyone could sell, larger timbers, but if you only need half of it, what do you do with the other half, or how do you cut it? So if you don't have the mills, it's an item to stay away from, and obviously we excel at it.
Yeah, and pardon me for not knowing this, but where is your location? You've got one location?
We have two, 319 East Main Street, and then 2215 South Belt West. So they're pretty close. They're about 26 blocks from each other. But the Beltline store is 3 blocks long. So from 20 to 23rd Street, it's large.
I'll say, yeah. And for people like me who are kind of new to the area and have noticed that in this area that you have O'Fallon and Belleville,
Swansea, Shiloh,
and I never know when I'm leaving one and going to the other. So which town is this? Is your store?
We're in Belleville. Yes.
Okay, in Belleville. Right.
Yes.
Yeah, just a couple minutes up the road.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. And
about
so
5-6 blocks north from where we're at right now.
from the fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody around here knows Liese Lumber. Like you just do. If you're from Belleville, you know Liese Lumber. It's just like, oh yeah, my grandpa used to work there back in the day.
Well, I imagine with that history.
Right. Everybody knows it. I love it's not just it's a personal level. Like you get a personal touch. When you walk into that store and you want to talk with a salesperson, they are going to take their time and actually help you. Right. And they're going to help explain, and make you understand, okay, this is probably what you need, or give you an idea. You don't get that at a big box store. It's just a different experience. Yeah. And that's why I love Liese.
I was talking to one of your salespeople that's not going to be working there very long. That's working with Derek.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
He came and introduced me to a lovely individual.
Richard Shumwell.
I know you're going to be hate. Yeah, I know you're going to hate to see him leave. But he
might have said he's leaving, but he's retired 4 times.
Yes.
I don't necessarily believe it.
Believe it when you see it.
I actually think he just wants to take the winter off, which I said was fine.
Don't blame him. Right.
He needs a pool.
Yeah. It's not always the trip; it's the anticipation of the trip.
But the personnel, to backtrack on what I'm sure you were going to say is, and what we were talking about before is that it's very nice with no matter whose business it is, that when you make a phone call a week, 2 weeks, a month later, you can pick up the phone and that person, if you wrote the name down, is going to be where you're at. Not at the box stores. You don't know who will be there. Why would you write a name down?
Right. And when you really start getting down into it, if there's any difference, it's not much. And in some cases, they have you fooled. Because they're
never the same thing. I tell everybody.
Right.
Rarely is it apples to apples on what we compare prices to.
Unfortunately, we kind of have some of that same thing going on in our industry as well. But I was just going to say that Richard told me that the best boss he's ever worked for is the current boss that he has right now.
He's looking for an expensive watch.
That's all. He knew I was going to tell you. He knew I would be talking. That's all he wants. I love it.
I'm always a big fan. I even had, when we built our house, we had our custom pendants for the outside of our house made in cedar. And I had a picture from Pinterest, an idea, and maybe a rough measurement, and said, hey, can you guys make this? Right. This is what I want it to look like. And you know what? They are spot on. They were exactly the way that I thought they were going to look. Yeah. And so having that mill shop and having someone with the skill to be able to manufacture that stuff that you see in pictures, because that's always what we do. We visualize something, and having someone that can do it, that's the cool part. And they're local and they're right there.
Well, and that's the difference. That's the big difference. That's not something. That's something you embrace instead of kind of try to walk your way around. You take it on and make it happen. So, and I think that's awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm always curious as to, and I might have touched on that. We talked about the cedar columns, but what is big this year? Is there anything out there that's like up and coming, or maybe it's been a year or two that's gaining momentum as far as design or looks or
siding? In the last few years, obviously, when I started, you had basically wood siding and maybe some vinyl that nobody wanted. Now they diamond coat and they everlast, and LP Smart Side. The choices on products or
Right.
decking would be another one that, since I've been there, you didn't have composite decking, and it went from that to how many different colors and options and things you can
Right.
do. It's which I call it the outdoor dreams now, but outdoor living has really taken off.
Yeah.
And so we trying to, move that direction on
Exactly.
what people want and are spending money on.
I had a guy that's doing some work at one of our locations that was telling me the other day. He said, "What are you going to do in front of this cabinet right here?" And I said, "I was thinking about stone." And he said, "Well, you got to go to this place and look at this stone." He said, "I walked into the store and this front counter. He said it's like vinyl, but you can't tell it from stone." And I looked at him with a little, I gave him the side eye. I'm like, "I don't know about that." But have you seen anything like that?
Yeah, Missouri Vinyl sells something like that. We also sell, which if you're into column wrapping, Affinity Stone, which we have some samples on
Right.
over there. They make a pre-made column that it's all set for a 6x6 or an 8x8 with the top and all
sharp.
ready to go.
I mean,
Yeah.
it looks
Affinity
like you
Stone.
laid
Okay.
each piece in there.
Yeah. What else is out there that maybe that people need to know about if they're thinking about a remodel or
Pergolas?
Well,
back door,
at
backyard deal?
our little booth, I was going to write down today what we all had. We've got what's big right now, which again, the mill, the floating shelves. We've got examples of here at the booth. We've got maple, cherry, and white oak floating shelves are huge right now. I've got samples for royal vinyl siding, LP diamond coat.
How about butcher
windows.
block countertops to go back inside the house? Do you do?
We used to carry and can still get a butcher block. We've also been making. Somebody gives me a size of a table and what particular hardwoods and pick them out.
Okay.
We've made a lot of tables lately.
Yeah, you're familiar with Forced Products up in
Correct.
Rapid City?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Hardwood Reflections and all. My wife used to work in logistics with them
Yeah.
for a while when I up
Did a
in
long
South,
time with
South
Forced
Dakota.
Products,
So
yes.
yeah, so that's like with the butcher block background. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Mike. I'm just going to say any parting words here about anything that you might want to say about your company or the home show. I know that you've been a board member here.
Yes, as far as the home builders and remodelers, I'm a past president and will be president again next year. I'm
nice.
vice this year.
Congratulations.
Well,
my
thank you.
condolences.
Yes, yes. As we all know, a year flies by.
Yeah,
Right.
sure
So, and the more you do, the quicker it goes by. I would like to, if we're going to sell anything at the Liese, it's our knowledge and our sales staff.
Okay.
That again, I'm back to call us, bring in a sketch, make it on a napkin if you want to. We're going to come up with an idea and maybe something in a price point that'll work for you.
Is there a website that?
LieseLumber.com.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Spell that.
Liese.
Okay, yeah, I would have spelled it wrong.
I would have too. It's okay. I tell everybody Lee Lee SEE.
You can't.
Have you guys bought all those other?
Yeah, every version of it.
You can't not want to do
Just
business with a guy.
type
like
in
this.
the random phonetics that sound similar to it.
Somewhere
You'll end up
close to
there.
Liese.
Yeah.
I don't know how they get it. No, it's the German version, obviously. Of
I gotcha.
And that's honestly, I've known Mike for a long time, and him and his wife, and I love the fact that you go to something, a function, and your dad and your mom are there, and they're the nicest people, and they remember who we are. And Derek, when he went to work for him, I'm like, it's family. It's always been family. I love that he works there.
So your husband Derek works for
Yes,
you.
yes. So Mike is my husband's boss, and
Right, I gotcha.
so
Yeah.
and you are
Nice.
mine. So it's you guys are very similar. We always talk about that, and
Oh,
the
yeah.
way that you guys manage, the way that you believe, and the things like that. So
Good.
We both look
Excellent.
good today.
I love it. I love it. Mike, man, I appreciate
Hey,
it.
thank you for having me.
Look forward to
All
maybe sit
weekend.
down with
Yes,
you. Yeah,
of course.
I got to get out of here tonight, but Jennifer talked me into staying for the
Party.
after function there, and so
Yeah.
look forward to maybe getting to visit with you some more. And
I'm impressed with the hardware. Thank you for having me.
yes, sir.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you
thanks for
very much.
joining us, Mike and Jennifer again. And of course, this has been another edition of the Aloha Pools and Spas Deep Dive Podcast. And like we love to tell you all, dive safely.
There
I
you
love
go.
your voice.
I want to be like him.